Brandon, just days to go until a massive Dublin Derby against Shels. How are you feeling?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Yeah, it's another big game, and yeah, it's live on telly, nothing better that you can ask for.
I suppose just looking at the start of the season, I suppose, like an awful lot of teams, it's really congested up the top of the table. I suppose an awful lot of positives and good results and a couple of work-ons as well.
Yeah, it's a tough league. Like, anyone can really beat anyone, and for us, it's about looking at it game by game, and hopefully, looking forward to the game Friday, try to get 3 points.
If we're talking a game by game, stunning victory for Pat laid on, really dramatic, felt like a big moment in your season so far, and a big win laid on against Waterford. And of course you come up with the goods. You had a hand in the first goal, and then you scored a stunning free kick to win it in the 90th minute.
Yeah, listen, it was a great feeling, especially once I left my foot, I just could see it was going in. But for us, look, it was probably like we had a lot of chances in the game, and just thankfully we got the equaliser, and once we got it, we felt like we could go and win the game.
How big a moment did that feel like? Because I suppose, look, you obviously will talk about it when we talk about the Shels match as well, but you want to be thereabouts the end of the season. You want to have, hopefully finish top of the table. They're the kind of matches that, like you said, when it's not going your way and you're creating chances, they're not going in, you just have to somehow find a way to win, and you did that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, to be up there at the end of the season, you need to win games, and for us, that was a big win for us. Like, it felt like it probably wasn't going to go in, but like what I said, like, once you got one, you could feel the momentum, and we definitely just went and tried to get the second then.
We said it's a big Dublin Derby. Of course it is. It's against the defending champions. I suppose in the Dublin Derbies you played this season, a really positive result against Bows, less so against Rovers. How are you feeling about this Dublin Derby?
Really looking forward to it. Like, it's like Shels are a great side. You could see, like, that's why they're league champions. And for us, like, we just need to go out and give it our all and just see where the game takes us.
It's only, as I said, only 7 games in. There's loads of football still to be played. But after, I suppose, look, from the outside looking in, most people would say it's going to be between yourselves, Rovers and Shels. I know you're only going to take it one game at a time. But with that in mind, having played well but not got the result that you wanted against Rovers, do you feel this is one you kind of really want to win? Maybe you really need to win.
Yeah. Listen, like, you want to win every game. So, like, if you're not winning, you're kind of dropping 3 points, especially in our eyes. So, like, I know I keep saying you're taking a game at a time, but like, it's a big one Friday, and we're definitely looking forward to it.
What do you take from, I suppose, because like we said, a great result against Waterford, just from that Rovers game, again, as we said, up against one of your rivals. I know you had a couple of injuries and missing a few players. What do you take from that into this game to think, okay, here's another Dublin Derby against title rivals that we have to try to get a win? What do you take from that Rovers defeat?
Yeah, it's a tough one, because I thought we actually done really well. There was nothing really between the two teams, and I know, like, it's an absolute screamer from Danny Grant. We definitely had a few chances in the game. But there's, like, you take the goods out. We looked over it, and we actually played really well. But like what we said, sometimes it just doesn't go in for you, and hopefully on Friday we can turn a couple of them chances into goals.
What have you made of Shels so far this season? Because I suppose plenty of eyes on them being defending champions, and much like an awful lot of teams, they've began reasonably well, but I suppose a couple of matches where they left some points behind as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams, like, you'd say, leave points behind, but anyone can really beat anyone in the league. Like, I know it's just one of them phrases that gets thrown out every week. You see it everywhere, but it's true. Everyone's threatening, all the teams are so strong, so you have to really fight for your win. And listen, they're a really good side, and it's going to be a really tough game for them.
Do you see this as an opportunity to kind of lay down a bit of a marker earlier on in the season against the side that finished top last year?
Yeah, definitely. Like, they beat us twice at home last year in Richmond. So for us, you want to make your home a fortress. So hopefully we can start that now after the break and try to get this win. You
can't look to specific games when it comes to the end of the season, but you were just short of being really bang in the picture for the title race. Obviously, come the end of the season, you mentioned you lost twice at home to Shels. Do you feel in these matches between the 3 or 4 teams that will probably fight it out for the league that you can't really afford to drop too many points in particular at home?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think we dropped too many points last year, especially early in the season. Like, we weren't, like, I know we won last week. It was a really tough win, but we got the 3 points, where last year we probably just didn't do that. Like, the ball just wouldn't go in the net for us, but you have to just keep going, keep probing, and it does turn you away, so for us it's a huge game, and it's one that we're really looking forward to. Yeah.
You mentioned there that the confidence is high, a great win the last time. Like we said, you had your hand in 2 of the goals in Waterford. You seem to be flying it as well. How have you enjoyed life under Stephen? Obviously you had a great season personally as well last year.
Yeah, really good. I thought we played some amazing football last year. We tried to bring it into this year. It's tough on the pitches that are there, like, but listen, everyone's, like, we're on the same boat. We want them better. We want the standard higher, but you have to go and play on them, and hopefully when they do get better, we'll be flying off all cylinders.
Stephen has always made a point to saying he likes wingers, he likes midfielders who take people on, he likes players who are brave. How has he been with you, with your game?
Yeah, really good. He just lets me go and express myself, and of course there's things put on you, like what you have to be as a midfielder and get around the pitch and stuff. But once we have the ball, I'm allowed to go express myself and show what I can do.
Obviously, as well as that, we hear the game is sold out. We're hearing so many big games are sold out this season. But how great will it be to have another jam-packed Richmond Park on Friday night?
Yeah, it's great. It just makes a huge difference, like when you can hear the crowd screaming you on, and especially like the other night we had 500 fans down there in the last 15 minutes. They were still screaming, and it's great. Richmond's it's so good when it's busy and it's packed out, and yeah, we're looking forward to this one.
What does it say about the league as a whole? Because like we said, we always see these sold out signs at so many grounds throughout the country as well. It's not just for the Dublin Derbies, and obviously one of your teammates is a £1 million player. He's heading to Tottenham next year, and Stephen back in the league. He's up against Damien Duff this Friday. That's box office in itself. The league is absolutely flying it.
Yeah, it's great, especially when it's live on telly. It's great for us as players to really showcase what we can do, and yeah, it's great when the stadiums are packed out. Like it's a really good buzz around the ground.
Does that add a bit of extra, I suppose, buzz, and I hate using the word banter, but in the WhatsApp and stuff during the week, the fact that the game is on the telly, does it kind of add a little bit of extra spice, the fact that there will be eyes outside of Richmond Park on you on Friday night?
Yeah, I think it's more from players' families and stuff, because they really look forward to. Some can't get to the game, and they tune in then on telly. So yeah, but us as players, we just take it as a normal week, and you're just getting ready for Friday. Yeah.
You touched on it there as well about not getting too detached, and obviously early season form we've seen last season with probably like yourselves and Shamrock Rovers that came up just short. Maybe it was that early season form that went against you, but you've showed real character in particular in the Galway defeat and in the Rovers defeat, that you bounced back straight away. Yeah,
I think look what I said. I don't think we played too bad. Maybe Galway was different. I don't know. Like we didn't play as well down there, but like most other games, we haven't played too bad, and maybe just didn't go in the net for us. So you just have to keep probing, keep going, and the chances they do turn to goals when you keep going.
You used the phrase a few times there that anybody can be anybody in the league, and I know you nearly say that with a smile on your face because it is one of those phrases that's thrown around, but it is backed up by the fact that Drogheda were top for so long. Galway have gone up towards the top of the table as well. It kind of shows the strength in this league, and I suppose the reason why it links into you guys is it's so hard to win this league because there's so many teams.
Yeah, exactly. You're grinding out results, especially when you're not playing well, and you just can't look past teams because 3 points to everyone in the league is massive, especially in the early part of the season.
And obviously we touched on it there, the two managers. Another sort of aspect to Friday night, the box office nature of Duff in one corner and Kenny in the other.
Yeah, listen, that's between them. For us, it's about going out and showcasing what we can do, and yeah, there's no better time than Friday night in Richmond.
And 3 points is obviously the aim Friday night.
Yeah, of course, as it is with every other week.
So best luck.
Yeah,
Enjoy
brilliant.
Friday.
Thanks very much. Cheers.